All right, let's dive into one of the most powerful and, believe it or not, free video editors out there, the VN app. We're going to break down how this little app can basically turn your phone into a full-blown editing studio.
To kick things off, let's start with a quote that really sets the mood. Set the distractions aside and get ready to learn something interesting. It's just perfect, right? Because we're about to unlock some seriously amazing creative potential, and it's all right there in your pocket.
So, first things first, before we can do any of the fun stuff, we have to get our video clips into the app. Let's get our project set up and ready for some magic.
Honestly, it's a super simple process. You just pop open the app, hit that big plus button you see, and tap New Project. From there, you just select all the videos you want to use from your phone's gallery and tap the arrow. Boom. Just like that, all your footage is laid out on the timeline, ready for you to work your magic. Okay, now it's time to actually shape our story. This is the absolute foundation of any good video. Cleaning up our clips and making sure we only keep the very best parts. When it comes to the absolute basics, you really only need to know two main tools. First is trim, which looks like two arrows. You use that to chop off the beginning or the end of a clip. The other one is split, the little scissors icon, and that's for making a cut right in the middle of a clip. That's it. If you can master these two, you're already well on your way. So here's a crucial tip to make your videos look way more professional. Let's say you messed up a line in the middle of a take. No problem. Just use the split tool to cut before and after the mistake, select that unwanted piece in the middle, and hit the delete button. And please don't forget this part. Always scroll to the very end of your timeline and delete that black title card that VN automatically adds. It's a tiny detail, but it makes a huge difference. With our basic story all pieced together, it's time to add some polish. We're going to focus on transitions and music to make the whole thing flow better and feel way more engaging for your audience.
So you might be asking, why even bother with transitions? Well, this slide shows you exactly why. A hard cut from one scene to the next can feel really abrupt, kind of jarring, but a nice smooth transition, like a zoom or a light effect, creates this seamless professional flow that just guides your viewer's eye. And the best part? Adding them is so easy. You just tap that little plus symbol that pops up between your clips. You'll get a whole menu of options. The light effect is a great one to start with, but definitely play around. You can even use that little duration slider to control exactly how fast or slow you want the transition to be. All right, our video is looking pretty good, but how does it feel? That's where music comes in. It's time to add that emotional punch with a great soundtrack. So you've got two main choices here. You can totally use VN's built-in music library. It has some good stuff, but, and this is a big one, you have to copy and paste the credit text they provide into your video's description. If you don't want to deal with that, just tap My Music to use your own songs. Either way, always use the fade in and fade out feature. It makes the audio sound so much smoother. Okay, now we're getting into the really fun stuff. These are the kinds of pro-level tricks that look complicated, but are actually surprisingly easy to pull off in VN. This is what will make your videos really stand out. First up, did you know you can actually create a video that has 3 different layers all playing at the same time? You can stack clips on top of each other to show different angles at once, like your main shot, a close-up, and maybe a reaction shot all in the same frame. This leads us to a really popular effect. I guarantee you've seen this one before. It's super common in gaming videos or tutorials, where you see the creator in a little circle in the corner of the screen while they're showing you something. That's a picture-in-picture overlay. And yep, you can do it right in VN. So what's the secret? It all comes down to a super powerful tool called the Mask tool. It lets you crop your overlay video into all kinds of cool shapes, not just circles. You can do squares, stars. It's incredibly versatile. And now for some real Hollywood-style magic that you can do on your phone. It's the green screen effect, or chroma key. You can film yourself in front of a green background and then use this tool to completely remove it and transport yourself literally anywhere you want. A beach, a cityscape, you name it. Get this, you can even pull off that classic movie trick where it looks like there are 2 of you in the same scene, talking to each other. It's an awesome storytelling tool, and it's totally possible. Okay, the absolute key to making this work is a tripod. Your camera cannot move. Once you've filmed both parts, you use the split tool to separate the 2 performances. Then, you use a cool tool called Forward to pop one of the clips onto an overlay track right on top of the other one. The final magic touch is using a linear mask to blend the 2 clips together so you can't see the seam. It's an awesome trick. We're in the home stretch. We've built our video, we've added cool effects. Now it's time for those final touches that give it that polished, finished look before we send it out into the world.
Making sure your message comes across is huge. VN has these awesome pre-designed animated titles you can add in a tap. And you can easily add your own subtitles, which is so important for accessibility. Plus, you can even throw in fun animated stickers like a subscribe button to give your viewers a little nudge.
Okay, listen up. Never, ever underestimate the power of color. Color grading is one of the most effective ways to set the entire mood and tone of your video. VN basically gives you two paths to go down here. You've got filters, which is the easy way, just one tap for a quick, stylish look. Or you can go the pro way and dive into the adjust panel. In there, you can fine-tune everything yourself, from contrast and saturation to the specific hue of the reds or blues in your shot. It's total control. All right, the final step, exporting your masterpiece. The key here is finding the right balance. You definitely want to keep your resolution set to original so it stays sharp. For the bitrate, anywhere from 10 to 25 megabits per second is the sweet spot. That gives you fantastic quality without creating a gigantic file that takes forever to upload. So look at that. You now have a ridiculously powerful, totally free video studio sitting right in your pocket. We've covered everything from the most basic cuts to advanced stuff like green screen and the double roll effect. The tools are all there for you. So the only question left is, what amazing story are you going to tell first?